Hello crafters, this is Gareth from G's Creations. Welcome to week 3 and video number 3 of my Get Set for Autumn in August series. Most of you saw this wreath that I posted on Facebook the other day, and you all said that you'd like to see a tutorial. I am going to be using this book paper in the similar way that I've used it on here, but I'm not going to be using a ring. So I just wanted to come on and show you how I adhered these pieces onto the ring. This is the ring I used. It's stocked in my store, G's Metal Embellishment Emporium, and this is a book that I purchased from my local second-hand shop. And I just want to show you how I did it on this wreath form, just in case you wanted to recreate something like this at home. Now, it's a standard sheet. I don't ink it because it's got a lovely age to it already. I put my finger in almost like a fist, but with a hole in the center, and then push in the middle of the paper. I remember making flowers like this for my mother, until you get almost like a cone flower shape. I then started on the outer ring. I put the piece on the wreath form like that, turned it up and used my hot glue gun, and that's how I done that all the way around the outside, all the way around the inside, and that's how I achieved that look on that particular wreath. We are going to be using this shape on the wreath I'm going to be doing with you, and we're also going to be using these folded leaves, paper leaves. I'm also going to show you how to make those. So what I'm using today is, you know me and my upcycling, another Kellogg's. Is this Kellogg's? I don't know who this. It's oh, PGL. Anyway, I'm going to be doing a oak leaf wreath. So I've drawn out the oak leaf shape, and I'm going to cut that out and be right back with you. Oh, just before I go, you will need some cardboard if you choose to do this, or a wreath ring if you choose to do the other one, an old book for the book paper, your hot glue gun, and some cardstock for the folded leaves. So that's what you'll need to recreate this project. So I will see you with this cut out very shortly. Today's video is also a collab with Lisa from LJ Creations. She's a recent friend and fellow craft that I found in the YouTube universe. I love her videos. She's very enjoyable to watch. She puts videos out Mondays and Fridays, but she does every now and then she puts a video out intermittently during the week. So I shall link her details below. She will also have a video out today, so I will link that video in the description box below, so make sure you head over. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. You know, go and show her some crafting love, and go and watch her video for today. And I know for a fact that what she's done today is gorgeous, so please head over and see it. I'm going to have, as you can see, I didn't cut precisely neatly because this is going to be the back of the wreath. You're not going to see it, and I'm going to glue on the bit with the colour. So I'm just going to tear out some pages, and I'm going to start gluing them to the wreath form. Now I'm going to do it, I will bend them slightly to change the shape and size, because obviously in the smaller parts of the wreath you don't want them to be too big where they take over. So using my hot glue gun, I am going to adhere this to the cardboard. Get my second piece, the same thing, do it like a fist, but open your hand out, poke in the center. Don't mind, it doesn't matter if you rip the paper, because you're going to be gluing it down anyway. And I would recommend that you would start at the top of the wreath and work down, then rather work from the bottom and work up, because these pieces of paper will overlap each other. So again, glue this down. Plenty of hot glue. And I have a question for crafters that watch my channel that are based in the UK. I don't like this Rolson glue gun at all. Can you recommend any decent glue guns that we can get here in the UK? If you can let me know in the description box with the link, that would be fantastic, because I don't like this glue gun at all. It drips, it leaves strings, but hey, as long as it works for now, that's all I'm worried about. So I'm going to continue to do this, but I'll do this bit on fast forward. Some parts of the book I'm leaving quite thin, in a thinner kind of cone shape, because obviously some parts of the leaf are thinner than others, and you don't want to, you know, like for this one I wouldn't want to put a thick one there because you're going to lose the shape. So I do a thinner one and glue that down. I'll have to go over this with my heat tool just to get rid of all the strings, because there is plenty of them. The gun drives me mad. So I will keep going and I will come back to you shortly. Okay, just on the last few. Obviously be very careful with the hot glue gun. I've got this on the low melt, so it's not as hot on my fingers, because obviously it's going through paper. And you can go round through, you know, you can go through this wreath once you're finished, and you can add a few more pieces here and there if you can see a part of it that is you know, a bit thin. You could really make this as thick and chunky or as thin as you wanted, really. I'm gluing off to the side here because the lead of my glue gun doesn't quite reach. I've got a little bit of the cardboard showing there, so I'm going to put one small one just there. Okay, and that's that part of the wreath done. So I'm going to move this to one side, and then we'll go on to the paper folded leaves. Okay, this is just standard A4 size cardstock, and you simply fold the A4 paper in half. I will show you the two different designs that you can make. Now with the folded part on the, so it opens to your left hand side, cut from the base to the top. Now don't throw these away. These are good size pieces for stamping sentiments on or anything like that. They're a good size. Now you could use your what do you call it, the board. What do you call that board now? I can hear you all screaming at me saying it's this, it's this. Anyway, the Martha Stewart oh my gosh, it's not embossing, you know what I mean. You can use that if you wish, but I'm just going to do these freehand. And you basically just fold upon itself, working from the widest part, which is the bottom, going up to the shortest part, which is the top. Now I really like the contrast in the oldie worldy paper and this really vivid paper. But on this particular one, I'm going to ink the edges, because I just think it might, for this particular one, I want to have a slightly more aged look. So I'm just finding my vintage photo. So using the vintage photo distress ink. Now I should have done this in hindsight before I started folding it. So I'm just going to distress the edges. Now you can make this as dark as you want, as distressed as you want, or as pale as you want. The choice is yours. Right, so that's the first one. So get it back down to its fold. You then join these two, the folded pieces, together, and with my trusted art glitter glue, I'm going to glue these two seams together, and that gives you one style leaf. I shall move this to one side, and same thing with the second leaf. You fold it in half, you have the open side outwards, but with this one you create what I used to remember as being Christmas trees. I used to do this, and then you'd open it up and you'd have a Christmas tree like that, do you see? So again, don't discard these pieces, they can be used for something, I'm sure. I know I won't be throwing mine away. Now doing the same thing again, fold from the widest part upwards, which is the base. Now you could do this using your Martha Stewart scoring board. Yay, I remembered what it was called. And again, I should have inked it before I started folding, but never mind. Once I get into a rhythm of things, I forget. I bet a few of you are like that too. Okay, so let me just quickly ink these edges, again using the same distress ink, the Vintage Photo. You could use the walnut distress ink. You could use any distress ink you wanted, really. I'm not being overly precise. This is not the look I'm going for. And this is the same flowers that I created for the wreath that I showed you at the beginning of the video. Now back to the concertina. You fold it in half that way. And again you glue in these two inner folded edges using, you could use sticky tape, double-sided tape, tacky glue, Tombow, any glue that you choose to use, but I'm using the trusty art glitter glue, and that one gives you a more maple leaf. So bring back the leaf wreath, and I'm going to adhere these to the bottom like so. And I will use my hot glue gun. I've also got some artificial pine cones and conkers, which I was thinking of using. So let me grab a hold of those and I'll be right back. I have my artificial, my faux, not coconuts, I keep saying coconuts, conkers and acorns. I've got some twine which I'm going to use as well. I'm going to do the cheetah method bow, where I'm just going to have a loop, cut it to size, tie it off at the bottom, and then I shall glue this behind the leaves and things just to give it that look of a bow ear behind the leaves and things. So I'm going to glue these on, decide which way I want them. I want it that way, so I'm going to put some glue on the back of these leaves, and press down. The same with the orange one. And I was thinking of gluing a few of these faux pine cones on, as it's a oak leaf that I've chosen to do. Again, just using hot glue. And then with my faux bunny ears, I can come to the back, put a little bit of glue on the knot. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the knot. And then wherever it sticks behind the leaf, and not my finger, which is what it's done. Ouch. Please be careful when using your hot glue. I hate this hot glue gun. Let's do another one. And I'm simply going to use this twine on the back. I shall glue two pieces, or two ends of the piece on the back, and use that to hang it on the wall. So I'm just going to do it because so many strings. I hate this glue gun. I'm just going to tie it in a knot and then place some glue on the knot that I tie. And then tuck it in behind the leaves. And on this one I think I might actually just tie a bow. You could use ribbon, you could use whatever you choose. I'm just going to stick that there like that, using a tiny dab of hot glue. And there'll be photos of it on the wall or on the door at the end of this video. So there we have it, an oak leaf upcycled book paper, and I still need to go over it with my heat tool. Autumn, fall inspired door hanging. So thank you for joining me. Head over to Lisa from LJ Creations and watch her video. And next week we have another special collab, and that'll be next Thursday. So please come back and join me then. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Take care now.